What's up, party people? Welcome to the drive on the Get Down. Like and subscribe. I'm a great singer. I am headed out, of course. Same thing I'm always doing. Not going straight home. I'm gonna run to the bank. Then I'm gonna run and get some diapers. Everybody likes diapers. I'm so sick of buying diapers. It is sleeting, or at least the last time I came out of the cave, it was sleeting something nasty. Nasty. Oh, looks like it's just rain now. That's cool. That's better than the sleet by a long shot. The last thing I want to do is go sliding around all over the place. In fact, engage my four-wheel drive. I just like saying four-wheel drive, I guess. Oh, trying to get sponsored. Grape Nos. No? Okay. I went with the Nos rather than the Monster today. Like I said, these don't make me sick, so yeah, I've switched back. Tasty. And only half is life-threatening. So, that's good. I really wish there wasn't all this rain and nastiness today, but whatever, I suppose. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good day on this Monday, going back to work and whatnot. I got out a little bit early. Shh, don't tell me. But I did. I got stuff to do, man. Baby mama's gonna go back to the doctor tonight to check on this whole preeclampsia thing. I, even having as many kids as I do, was not sure what that was. But I am now. And it's apparently pretty life-threatening for both mother and child. So if she does have preeclampsia, we will definitely be having the baby tonight. I guess that's the best way to treat it, is to deliver the baby, which is cool. And I have no PhD, so I'm not going to pretend like that makes sense, but at the same time, I'm ready to have the baby anyway. I'm not even carrying the baby, and I'm ready to have the baby. Ready to get the excitement on and over with. There's going to be a lot to do this time around, especially with the challenges with the COVID, because like only a certain number of people can be in, like only I can be there when she's delivering, okay? Because there can only be one person there while she's delivering. After she delivers, it can only be me and one other person, which she's chosen to be her mother, of course. It'd be kind of weird if it was anybody else, to be honest. But, so while she's delivering, I've got to take all three of my kids, drop them off with the Genny, which my youngest is not going to be happy about that. Go back out. I don't think I'm going to be allowed to stay at the hospital all night, or I don't know about all that. Go back out for the delivery, come back and get the kids, go home for the night or whatever it's going to be, and then take them all three back, I think the next morning before I have to go. I'm not real sure how this is actually going to work. I know I've got to take them back before I go to work, so I don't know if they're going to stay at their Genny's house that night. Probably that first night they will, and then I'll be at the hospital for all night, or as long as I possibly can be, whatever's going to happen. And then I'll go to work the next morning, and then probably come back and get the kids, or go back to the hospital and then go back to the kids, depending on how they're acting. My oldest two, they'll be fine, sitting there with their TT and their uncle and all that stuff. They'll sit there and they'll play for days, so they'll be good. My youngest, however, will trip balls. She does not like being away from either her mother or her father. If I'm not at home, like if I'm at work, she's cool chilling with her mom because of course it's mom. But when I get back to the house, she does not want me leaving her sight. So I don't know how well she's gonna cope over the next few days if we do have the baby tonight. She did go into like some manner of strange half labor again last night. So I took her to the hospital, and I told her, I was like, hey man, you had me taking you to the hospital this time. You might just want to be ready for the long haul, buddy. You might want to just commit. An hour later, they sent her home. Kid you not. So, like I said, I ain't got no PhD. That's what always happens when I start flapping my gums about medical stuff. It's always the exact opposite. Not a doctor. I think I'm a doctor sometimes. I get that from my mother. My mother was like the house doctor / nurse. Like, we never went to the hospital. Like, hey, mom, stitch this up. And she would, man. She got some kind of a strange, sick pleasure out of both cutting everyone in the family open and removing whatever and stitching us up. She could butterfly stitch with the best of them, though. You know, give her some gauze, an ace bandage, a few regular latex, I think those are latex, but a few regular Band-Aids, have you stitched right up, have that bleeding stopped. She's had to do that to me a few times. I've really messed myself up as a kid. I've still got a few scars to prove it, but it's been so long, like they've started to fade a little bit. The one scar, actually the two scars that I have not faded, are the one on my finger and the one on my leg when I wrecked that motorcycle. That was a scary ordeal. I took it like a champ, though. And what happened to my finger, I was really young, and the fact that I was so young, mom tripped. Like, she was freaking out. She took me straight to the hospital for that one, which is a good thing, because otherwise I'd have lost the tip of my finger. The motorcycle wreck where I ripped a chunk out of my leg, and it was a good sized chunk too. I don't want to exaggerate, so I'm going to say a ½ an inch deep and about 2 inches long. You don't want to exaggerate, huh? But like literally it was just about that. And for that, they put me in the shower. By they, I mean my mother. I guess at the time I was delirious and there were two of her. Anyway, she put me in the shower and cleaned all of it up. Well, actually at the time I was like 18, so she told me to get in the shower. I cleaned myself up. It'd be weird. 18 years old, your mom's giving you a sponge bath. I think if you were really messed up, like say if you were really sick, like terminally sick, or really tore up like I almost was that day, your mother giving you a sponge bath at 18 wouldn't be a big deal. But I wasn't that messed up that day, so I bathed myself. But yeah, I wrecked this motorcycle. I had a bunch of stuff all over me, so I had to get in the shower, and I cleaned all of that up. Gauze and an ace bandage. She wrapped me up. She wrapped my leg up, and that was the end of that. I'm really glad people are cutting each other off and slamming on their brakes with all this sleet, freezing rain coming down. That's nice. That's good thinking. You know, let's drive as ignorantly as we possibly can with all this going on. All this precipitation. Also, it's coming down kind of weird too. Like I'm hitting pockets of it. Like I look up and it seems like solid gray skies, you know. So you figure like the rainfall and sleet would be like persistent, but it's not. It's like I hit like a pocket of it lasts for about a half a mile and then it stops. Which, I mean, you know, whatever God wants to do with the weather is his business, I suppose. I just thought it was kind of strange. I wanted to be a storm chaser for a while. You know what I mean? Run down tornadoes and stuff. Then I had kids, and tornadoes became the most scary thing ever. It's crazy how having kids will do that. Before kids, you're fearless, and you're out there just getting it. after kids, it's like everything is terrifying and we're staying in the house. But yeah, I used to want to do some storm chasing, some amateur storm chasing. And yeah, I'd heard about, guys getting killed doing that, and even the professionals getting killed doing that. As a matter of fact, I used to watch the show a lot, Storm Chasers, and I actually seen, it was either the Dominator or the TIV, I can't remember which one, but I actually seen that special storm vehicle in Springfield right before Joplin got wiped out by a tornado. I grew up in that area. The Springfield, Missouri, Joplin area. I'm not there anymore, thank God. But that's I grew up around that area. Anyway, I seen, like I said, I can't remember. I think it was the Dominator that I seen over there in Springfield right before the tornado that flattened Joplin hit. And I was like, man, I want to be a part of that so bad. And like I've seen huge tornadoes flatten towns and stuff like that. That never bothered me or anything until I had kids. And then I remember this one night, we had our two oldest. We didn't have any others. She wasn't pregnant or anything. She's always freaking pregnant. I swear she's been pregnant the last 2 years straight. Anyway, we didn't have but our two oldest, and tornado started heading in our direction, straight down the highway, and we lived just like basically a stone's throw off the highway. Sirens are going off, power's going in and out, the usual things that happen with a tornado. And like, at first we were cool, we were like, all right, we got a plan. We're going to get some mattresses and some blankets. We'll get everybody into the bathtub in the bathroom. That's how we'll ride this out, just in case, it does hit. We'll be fine. Me and baby mama stepped outside to kind of look around and listen to the storm, and we heard this freaking tornado coming down the highway. And we started tripping. We were instantly just terrified for our children. And so I get everybody into the bathroom. Like at that point, we're in panic mode. We're running around, we're snatching up the kids. We had already put clothes on them and whatnot, just in case. It didn't occur to me that in order to keep from scaring the children, I should probably try to make this look like some kind of a game. After it was all said and done, my mom gave me that little... I just love running over stuff in the freaking street. Anyway, my mom gave me that little tidbit of information, that little tip. Next time, try to turn it into a game of like hide and seek or something. Whatever. Anyway, so we round everybody up. They've got clothes and shoes on. I put the two kids, our two oldest, and baby mama into the tub, and I throw the mattress over them. That immediately caused baby mama to start tripping even harder. She's trying to get out of the tub now. And I'm like, no. Stay your butt down there. I ended up having to lay over top of them on the mattress to keep the mattress down. But yeah, baby mama was tripping. She was like, what about you? What are you going to do? What about you? And I was like, it's okay. Just lay down. Stay over the kids. Just worry about the kids and stay as flat as you can. Get as low as you can in this tub. And I'm laying on this mattress with my arms up against the walls, trying to hold on to whatever. The only thing I can think of, or the only thing going through my mind at the time, is if our place gets hit by this tornado, I'm gone. I am a goner. But it didn't matter, Did not matter at all. There wasn't room for me in there with them. If I had been selfish enough to climb in there with him, number one, I would have crushed at least one child, and she would have been hurt. Okay. Number two, we wouldn't have been able to pull the mattress over us, like at all, for real. It would have kind of just been like sitting on my shoulders, which wouldn't have done anybody any good. It would have come right, if the place would have got hit, it would have come right off, and we'd have been just torn to shreds with debris. Like, I came to this realization as soon as they started getting into the tub. So yeah, I laid over the top of it and just told them to stay calm, everything's gonna be fine. And like, I could hear baby mama's muffled voice coming through the mattress. What about you? What are you gonna do? What about you? You need to get in here too. Let me out. I don't want to be in here if you're not gonna. I was like, no, just lay your butt down. And I just kept them all in the tub. And that was literally one of the scariest nights of our lives, because like I said, that thing was coming right at us. And before it got to our little town, it lifted up. It either lifted up or it changed direction. I can't remember. And it turned out to not hit us. Thank God. Because I would not be able to sit here and plague you with my videos had it. You remember that scene in Twister where her dad gets sucked out of the basement? He's holding onto the door. It rips the door off and he's ah! That would have been me. Legit. Which would have been terrible. I mean, it would have been better that. It would have been better me get sucked away and torn to shreds by a tornado than my kids and my baby mama getting sucked away and torn to shreds by a tornado along with me. So yeah, did my part there. Was super scared though. I can't lie. I was terrified. Like my heart was going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But yeah, the sound that thing was making as it was coming down the highway is incomparable. Everybody's like, oh, a tornado sounds like jets, or it sounds like a train. And I'm like, no. It doesn't sound like a bunch of jets. It doesn't sound like a train. It doesn't sound like none of that. It sounds like a bunch of jets met up with a train and they collided. And the sound of that collision is constant. That's more what it's like to me. And then add rushing wind. Like I said, terrifying. Here comes my favorite exit. Let's try this. Yeah, okay, this lady's nice and old, so she's gonna slow down. Thank you, nice old lady. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was you know what? I can't think of a time that was more terrifying than that. Just for the simple fact that I felt like my kids' lives were in danger. You know what I mean? I couldn't really give a crap. I couldn't have given a crap about myself at the time. Like, literally my only concern was protecting the three of them. My two babies and baby mama. So, with that, my aspirations of being a storm chaser died. They did get sucked away with the tornado. They did, because I was like, there is no way I can risk that, especially with a career that is not promised to be lucrative. There's no way I can risk that with these kids. And then at the same time, like, there's no way I can risk anything happening to them in such a storm. You know, like if I was away and they had such a storm and I found out about it, I'd be tripping, you know, because there's no way I could be there to protect them. And like, that is my automatic instinct. And I think that's for any, you know, decent father. Their automatic instinct is protect the child, protect the wife. Is this the Jeepers Creepers truck rolling up on me here? What's going on? I don't think I'm going to be able to show it to you. Can you see it? There it goes. It's pretty cool. I don't agree with the lift kit or the huge tires on that old school truck, but it's nice. You know, to contradict myself. I almost took this exit. I forgot I'm going to the bank. The biggie bank. Biggity bank, and then to the store to get some diapers. But yeah, so that's why I no longer want to be a storm chaser, because children will make you scared of everything. Blame the kids. I'm glad I could share that with you guys today. But now I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna have to ask you to like and subscribe. I'm not gonna sing it this time. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe next time. Let me know how you like my singing. If it's good, I'll sing for you. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell notification so that you know when I do stuff like this. You can hear my voice. And I can sing to you. Serenade. Peace and love, y'all.